Throughout history, certain regions have been shrouded in mystery and fear due to their association with vampire legends. These areas, steeped in folklore and macabre tales, have often been seen as the haunts of the undead, where the lines between myth and reality blur. Transylvania, in modern-day Romania, is perhaps the most famous of these locations. Bram Stoker's 1897 book Dracula played a significant role in popularizing Transylvania's association with vampires, which is known for its Gothic castles, dense forests, and the Carpathian Mountains. Stoker drew on local legends and historical figures such as Vlad the Impaler, whose brutal reign and penchant for impaling his enemies on stakes earned him a fearsome reputation. Although Vlad was not a vampire, his legacy contributed to the mythos surrounding the region. Even today, Transylvania's eerie landscapes and historic architecture attract tourists seeking the thrill of its vampire lore. In Eastern Europe, the Balkans are another hotspot for vampire legends. Serbia, Bulgaria, and Croatia have rich traditions of vampire myths, with stories dating back to the medieval period. In these regions, vampires were often believed to be reanimated corpses that returned from the grave to prey on the living. The fear of these creatures was so pervasive that villagers would take measures to prevent the dead from rising, such as burying bodies with stakes through their hearts, decapitating corpses, or placing garlic in coffins. The story of Petar Blagojevich, an 18th-century Serbian peasant who was thought to be a vampire, led to one of the first documented cases of vampire hysteria in Europe. Moving westward, the British Isles have their own share of vampire lore. In Scotland, the tale of the Vampire of Melrose Abbey tells of a 12th-century cleric who was said to rise from his grave to drink the blood of the living. The abbey, a Gothic ruin, adds to the chilling atmosphere of the legend. Similarly, in Ireland, the story of Abhartach, a cruel chieftain who was believed to rise from the dead and drink the blood of his subjects, predates the more well-known tales of Dracula and has influenced vampire mythology. Modern vampire beliefs are not confined to Europe. In the United States, the New England vampire panic of the 19th century saw several families exhuming the bodies of deceased relatives, fearing they were vampires responsible for tuberculosis outbreaks. The most famous case is that of Mercy Brown in Rhode Island, whose exhumed body showed little decomposition, leading locals to believe she was a vampire. Her story has become a part of local folklore, drawing parallels to European vampire legends. In recent years, the notion of vampires has evolved, blending ancient folklore with contemporary subcultures. In places like New Orleans, Louisiana, the vampire mythos thrives within the city's rich tapestry of supernatural lore, voodoo traditions, and Gothic architecture. New Orleans is home to a vibrant vampire community, where enthusiasts and self-identified vampires explore the myth in a modern context, often through role-playing and lifestyle choices. While scientific understanding has debunked many of the causes behind historical vampire panics, such as the decomposition process, which can cause corpses to appear lifelike, the fascination with vampires endures. In some regions, traditional beliefs persist. In parts of rural Romania, for example, there are still occasional reports of vampire sightings and rituals performed to protect against these undead beings. These practices, though rare, show that the fear of vampires remains a part of cultural consciousness. Beyond Europe and North America, vampire legends exist in various forms around the world. In Africa, the Ashanti people of Ghana and the Togo region have tales of the Asanbosum, a vampiric creature with iron teeth and hooks for feet, said to dwell in trees and attack unsuspecting victims. Similarly, in the Shona culture of Zimbabwe, the Sasabonsum is a vampire-like entity feared for its blood-sucking tendencies. In Asia, the vampire mythos takes on unique forms. In India, the Baital, a type of ghoul or vampire, is often depicted in ancient Sanskrit texts and is believed to inhabit cemeteries preying on the living. The Churl or Chudail, a spirit of a wronged woman, is another Indian variant that is said to drain the life force from men. In China, the Zhangshi or hopping vampire is a reanimated corpse that preys on the living, absorbing their life essence. These creatures are often depicted with stiff limbs, moving in a hopping motion due to rigor mortis. In the Philippines, the aswang is a general term for various shape-shifting evil spirits, including vampires. The manananggal is a specific type of aswang that can sever its upper torso to fly into the night and prey on pregnant women, using its elongated tongue to suck the blood of the unborn. This creature's legend is so ingrained in Filipino culture that it remains a topic of fear and fascination. In South America, the lobasan of Argentina and Paraguay is a werewolf-like creature that sometimes has vampiric characteristics. The chupacabra, though more recent in origin, is another creature from Latin American folklore believed to drain the blood of livestock, especially goats, and has sparked numerous sightings and investigations. In Australia, indigenous folklore includes the Yara-ma-yha-who, a small red-skinned creature with a large head and a wide mouth. It is said to drop from trees onto its victims, draining their blood and consuming them, only to regurgitate and repeat the process, turning the victim into another Yara-ma-yha-who. The historical locations known for their vampire legends are as varied as the myths themselves. From the dark forests of Transylvania to the misty abbeys of Scotland, from the rural villages of the Balkans to the haunted streets of New Orleans, these places continue to captivate the imagination. Whether rooted in historical events, local superstitions, or modern interpretations, the allure of vampires remains a powerful and enduring element of human culture, resonating across continents and centuries.